Uh, Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me permission to give a speech and participate in this budget speech. But before I speak, I see the empty chairs from the opposition bench, except Bakharpan, who could be listening to what I'll be briefing about the development that happened in my constituency. When I look at the glance of the budget, it seems, no, apparently, I believe that our Honorable Chief Minister has taken us in the right direction. And it is very indicative of the progress and development of our state. As the time is very constrained, so I'll brief in short. Some merits and demerits, but 80% are merit. Sir, let me stress on the agriculture intervention. Of course, agriculture department has done a lot of intervention, maybe in terms of mushroom cultivation, new species, ginger, turmeric, and so on. But so far, as we look at the border area, I would request that in the decline or share of Riconot, as we have already raised so many questions in a few days before, I would like to request the department through you, sir, that some intervention in the decline or share of Riconot and orange be looked into, so that through this intervention, we can procure any new substitute crop. Maybe we can intercrop with, because we have tried to intercrop with pineapples, but that was not very acceptable to the farmers in our border areas, especially in East Hills. So if we can look to add other species, there will be any cash crop that will also be a substitute crop in the decline or shard of Riconot and orange. So I am very happy also that from the CM assure regarding the market intervention. I have already, yesterday we had discussed about the CM market intervention. So I request that this support, incentive support to the farmers be reached out to every nook and corner of the state in case of broomstick stress sale of the produce. And in sports and creative economy, I appreciate through you, sir, the Minister of Sports, who have sanctioned for the artificial turf of 8 crores in my constituency. So salute to you, sir. But of course, that's not enough. We need natural ground in every village, because the young, if you want to tap the young talents, if you want to develop the latent talent that the child or the children has, we have to develop at the natural ground at the village level. Because artificial turf is only a platform that you can showcase your talent. Once you develop your ground, natural ground, then you can take them to the platform, to the artificial turf. So I request the Chief Minister, Chief Minister and the Minister in charge of sports to kindly look for the development of natural ground on my constituency. Of course, last 2 years we have received, we got allotment for 2-3 football, natural football playground, but that's not enough. We need more, sir.
What about other constituency?
And let me also, I am also happy to say, to tell the House that actually Mawsram is the wettest place on earth. It should be the brand name of Meghalaya. But no one has taken notice of what happened in the wettest place on earth. That is Mawsram constituency. It is only this year that we have received this 25 crore construction of hospitality complex at Mawsram. So, and we deserve to get it. And so many tourism, local intervention, tourism development is also taking place. And we are waiting for the next financial year, 100 crore for this rain museum and bamboo interpretation. That is also appears in the budget. So I'm very happy, sir. So, and I would also like to bring to the notice of the House that Palawan Roy, I think the Forest Department is very aware of this. That the Palawan Roy is one of the Gibbon Sanctuary. So I want that this Gibbon Sanctuary should also be developed into a tourism destination. I think this is very popular Gibbon Sanctuary at Palawan Roy in my constituency. So I think please take care of this. The concerned department, maybe the tourism department or the forest department, may be taken care of this to develop into a big tourist hub. And regarding the climate resilience, I am very happy to see it in the budget, sustainability budget and adaptability climate change schemes. But I want to add something more to this. Yesterday we discussed about Springshed. I take a little time, sir, to add some more points in this. Because in Springshed development, Springshed is what? Springshed is the rising of the water at the surface. It's only the rising. We call it the surface water. It rises from the slope of the hill or maybe from anywhere. But we forget to know that the water rises, but we do not know where this water originates. Because the water rises and we call it the Springshed. But we do not know where it originates. It originates somewhere from the geohydro point. If it rises here, the reaction or the geohydro point may be 50 meters, 100 meters or 200 meters away from the rising point. So we forget to treat where is the originating point. Because when the water rises, due to the reaction of the carbon, of the hydrogen and oxygen, this reaction takes place somewhere behind. So we have to take care of this. We should remember the originating point and rising point before we treat the Springshed. So this is very important. I just bring to the information in the House so that we'll take care of this. Something it is like a technical point, sir. So regarding border trade, sir, I am very happy when I see that these 9 LCS will be connected as a corridor throughout the border huts, including Balat. So the heavy freight or carrying heavy trucks, if this corridor is in function, we see that some missing link bridges are in dilapidated condition. If this corridor is constructed for the border hut, there may be more than 10 number of bridges, weak bridges, that bridges we have to replace with RCC bridges, sir. And 2 of those is in my constituency. One at Balat, connecting Randikor and Mosram, another at Rumpung, connecting Randikor and Mosram constituency. So kindly, this is very vital for the economic activities in the border area, sir. So, with respect to the improved connectivity and mobility, or maybe CM connectivity, I request you, sir, that as I already told you, that my area is full of terrain. The gradient is very slope. One village to another village, we need a suspension bridge because road connectivity may not be possible. So at least for the backward and forward movement of agriculture produce, while the farmers are crossing the streams from the stream to go to the market or to go to the another village, we need this suspension bridge in big numbers, sir. So, I am very happy that the minister in charge of health is not here. I am very happy that last 2 years we have inaugurated one PHC, and new PHC now is also under construction. So the healthcare facility will be in a good shape now. And I am hopeful that Mawsram CSC also soon we will inaugurate as a referral hospital, a referral community health center. So once this is open, we will get the experts doctor and the machines involved, the ultrasound, the SL also will be procured by the department. This will give the better service to the people. And that's not enough. Regarding healthcare, we need also, after all, it is the devotion, the commitment by the doctors, and the cooperation from me and everybody. And regarding education also one of the very important institution that as I already spoke before, that some private schools, we all are here because of we are the product of the private schools. So I think we should not neglect of the private schools, because many of the private schools in my constituency, maybe hundreds are. So the department alone, even they cannot afford to give a building grant to their own schools. So it is our duty, maybe from my own scheme, from the other scheme we are pulling, to give for the additional room or construction or playground of children and so on. So I wish that through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, I request the Minister concerned to look after the school infrastructure development so that we can improve the quality of education of schools in my constituency. This is when I talk of all this, I feel that my constituency is growing younger. Before I came here, it was an old constituency. Now I look, it's a different shape. Going from Mawsram, going from here, from Mawflang, once you reach Welo, you'll see the intermediate road is about to complete, sir. Look younger. My constituency is looking younger now, no more old. So we expect that from Welo, beyond Welo to Ranikor, as we already discussed with the Deputy Chief Minister, or Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Preston, he is very optimistic that each Mawsram should be properly connected with road to Ranikor. I am optimistic of this infrastructure development, that it should happen in your time, sir. And I am happy that, I will be happy if the Chief Minister will consider for the upgrade, for the creation of civil subdivision. I have already spoken to you many times, sir. Not only to you, to all my senior legislative ministers I discussed. And so I need not say anything. I am very hopeful and optimistic that at your time, it will happen, sir. So I wish that this budget, as I said, it is a very, to me it is a robust budget. But I expect that this robust budget should filter into my constituency, sir. I wish you all the best. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you.